Good morning, everyone. I have some breaking news this morning. We have a couple major recalls we need to discuss on frozen fruit and Gerber baby formula. The frozen strawberries first for a possible case of hepatitis A. If you don't know what hepatitis A is, it's the hepatitis that affects the liver. Some of the symptoms that we read about was yellowish skin, fever, vomiting, different things. And the kind of scary thing about it is you won't know for 15 to 21 days after you eat it. So you really want to pay attention to some of this stuff. Also, all the information that I got off here is from the Food and Drug Administration website. So you can check that out if you want more information. But we're going to go in order of the best buy dates of the different brands affected. And these were packaged by Scenic Food Company, which they put out a quote saying, although hepatitis A has not been detected on this product, they are telling people to return for a refund anyway, just to be safe. But the CDC claims that frozen strawberries are the likely source of the recent outbreak of hepatitis A because they've been testing people, and that is what has been the common factor, is these strawberries. So you really want to pay attention. So we're going to go in order here. Simply Nature, which is one they sell at Aldi. And these are organic strawberries. Best by date, June 14th, 2024. Vital Choice, May 20th, 2024. Kirkland Signature, which is Costco's. Now, they're saying that is the 4-pound bag of the Signature Kirkland of whole strawberries. But any frozen strawberries, I would definitely take precaution. We will be doing updates. But the best buy on this is October 8th, 2024. And the Made With brand, I've never even heard of that one. Made With brand, November 20th, 2024 is the best buy date. And the PCC Community Markets best buy date October 29th, 2024. Now with Trader Joe's is on here too. The tropical fruit blends, the frozen organic tropical blend that has strawberries in it is on that recall list too. And there are several dates here, so pay attention if you buy this. April 25th, Best Buy, April 25th, 2024. Best Buy, May 12th, 2024, or May 23rd, 2024, or May 30th, 2024, or Best Buy, June 7th, 2024. So if you have bought those recently, you definitely want to make sure that you check to make sure that those dates are on there, because now it does say that they have a vaccine for hepatitis A. So if you're feeling any of these symptoms, I would not hesitate to get to the doctor if you know that you've eaten these products. I would just out of precaution, these are a lot of the stores that we shop at. We shop, and I even know some people on our channel here who buy these products. That's why I really wanted to get this one out here to you guys, so that if you happen to buy this product, just err on the side of caution. And the FDA also urges customers to return the product out of abundance of caution. So as to where I guess maybe they haven't tested they haven't found a case in it, they believe that this is where it's coming from. Next on the list, we have a Gerber baby formula recall. Another recall on the powdered formula Soothe Pro Gerber Start, or Good Start made by Gerber, Good Start Soothe Pro. Now the FDA says that the dates of those was the formula made when it was made between January 2nd and January 18th, 2023, of risk of Chronobacter contamination. And if you don't know what Chronobacter is, it's kind of it's a germ. It's kind of an invisible germ that it can live in like very dry places, like different types of like dry milk, powder baby formula, even in the facility. And I think that's where they're thinking obviously it came from. Herbal teas, and many other starches. It's an invisible germ. One of the things, I wrote down some of the baby symptoms if this affects you. Fever, poor feeding, I think, is probably the big one. Is probably the big one. If your baby has a fever and it's poor, it's not eating very well or not wanting to eat, excessive crying. I feel like these are like everyday symptoms, but very low energy. So if you've been giving your baby the Good Start Soothe Pro, I would just pay attention to those dates, January 2nd through January 18th. If it was made in those dates, I would definitely. And if your baby's having those symptoms, obviously contact your pediatrician. And I kind of tried to do a little bit more research on how do we find out if we have it or not. There's no real way to find out, unfortunately, until something happens. And I'm glad that the FDA is on top of this. But I hate to see another baby formula recall. The only way to test for this is a lab culture. So I assume, I'm just the messenger here. I'm no doctor, okay? But I assume that if it was suspected, then you would probably need to take the baby formula to a lab, maybe at the doctor to a lab, and they would have to do a lab culture to find out if that's exactly what it was. I hate to be the bearer of bad news on these things. I always like to do these little news breaks on things that affect everyone on the channel and beyond. We cover the grocery prices every day. If you're new to the channel, we cover grocery prices. We've been covering inflation, food shortages, empty shelves for the last couple years. We're going to the stores every day to try and save you money. And we have saved a lot of people money over the last couple years, and it's always great getting some compliments and stuff of how they were able to save from our channel and everything. But yeah, I wanted to put this out here because the first thing I thought, I could probably name 100 people on our channel that shop at Aldi, Costco, and Trader Joe's. I mean, those are three big ones, and I know with Trader Joe's, they're pretty big on that organic frozen fruits. So that tropical blend, again, make sure you check the dates on there. There's a lot of them at Trader Joe's, a lot of different dates. I won't go over them again, but again, you can find out all this information on the FDA's website. It seems like they're just, like I said, erring on the side of caution. The Scenic Food Company, why even put a quote out there? Like, that's what I didn't get. Their quote, although hepatitis A has not been detected on this product, they are telling people to return it for a refund. I mean, why even say any? I mean, it's kind of like, well, they haven't found it yet. But chances are they probably will, because they wouldn't be coming out with this and doing recalls if they haven't. Well, they would do a recall. I mean, it's good to see that some of this stuff, they really do their work. They really do, and they're staying ahead of the game here. With prices that continue to rise in the grocery stores, a lot of people have been buying frozen fruits lately. We get comments on that all the time. We keep seeing produce go up. We keep seeing berries and strawberries. Strawberries have been ridiculous in price lately. We've seen some come down, but we've seen them kind of creep back up again. But it's like a lot of people have been buying frozen strawberries and just frozen berries in general. So, this is pretty important. And if you have any of these in your freezer, make sure you check the dates that we went over here. And again, if you have any questions about it, the FDA website had it all. That was actually the only place that I could find the dates. I was looking for the dates for about an hour because I didn't want to do this video without telling you what the dates were that we found on here. And then I finally came across the FDA website and I was like, oh, okay, well, and they have a whole list of it, so you can check it out on their site if you wish. Guys, it is crazy times. We have covered a lot of recalls over the last few years, and I know it happens. It happens. The important thing is that we get the information out there as fast as possible. We've been seeing a lot of this stuff on social media, but it's not something that they really hype up in the news, which they should. They should. I mean, this should be all over the news. And, you know, to be honest, I haven't watched a lot of news here in the last couple days on TV. I usually just check out some of the bulletins online, you know, that just pop up. But yeah, you know, it's funny. Once you start talking about something, though, it doesn't matter what it is. Like I was talking about this with my wife, Jessica, and as soon as I went online on Google, boom, just all kinds of stuff on this. So it is funny. Your phone is listening. So like I said, we will continue to bring you updates on all this kind of information. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe down below. Give us a big like. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you think about this situation. Thank you to those who also reached out and sent messages and comments on the strawberry and the baby formula. We had a couple comments on that, so I wanted to do a little bit of research. Two things that we've been covering a lot in the grocery stores: frozen fruits and baby formula. As most of you guys know, baby formula has been hard to come by. It's been low. Some stores across the country are still low or out. Finally starting to get some around here. They're starting to load back up on some. We're finding the Bubs from Australia. We're finding more of the Kinder Mill. Surprisingly, though, I've only seen Kinder Mill at Target. I don't know why Target's the only place that has that. We'll have to figure that out. But, yeah, guys, this is it's a crazy world, and we just have to stay on top of it. Again, buy up the sales as you see them, guys, because we are not seeing prices coming down at all. We've even seen some things over the last couple days at Walmart and Kroger and Meijer that initially came down, you know, a few pennies, and now we just see them go right back up. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today for this breaking news alert. Stay safe out there. You know, this is just crazy stuff, guys. You know, and out of this with the berries and everything, the worst thing that I hate to see is another recall on baby formula. Looks like this recall could happen at any time, though. It seems like kind of a common thing. I think they're really, you know, just being extra cautious. And I hope, you know, hopefully they're constantly testing all of them, which I know they probably are. But again, that is just the Good Start Soothe Pro, which I have seen that they sell that one at Walmart. So if you bought that at anywhere, if you bought that at anywhere between the dates, the made by dates of January 2nd through January 18th, 2022, you definitely want to take it back, get your money back for that Chronobacter contamination. It used to be called something else. It is a very long, they probably changed it because it is very hard to pronounce. It's like Enterioceptor Sacatia or something. I don't know. It's a weird name. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. We will see you tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Don't forget to share our video to your social media. Help spread the word. It really helps us out a lot. Guys, thank you so very much. Have a great week.